what's up everyone? It's your girl Christina Sayers and welcome to my YouTube channel. Okay, so in this video, I'm sharing with you 13 modesty rules that I do not abide by, I do not follow, I want nothing to do with, and to be honest, there is no biblical or scriptural background for these rules. This is more of women's, whoever put this list together, modesty rules or whatever the case is over these last however many years. These are more personal convictions from them versus actually what the heart of the Father actually is all about, in my humble opinion. So let's get into this video about 13 modesty rules that I do not follow, and I believe that any woman who has discernment also should not follow. Okay, but before we get to the bulk of the video, let's get into definition and scripture, of course, because knowledge is power. Okay, so the definition of rules is one set of explicit or understood regulations or principles governing conduct within a particular activity or sphere. The scripture that I have chosen is Proverbs 31:22. She is clothed in fine linen and purple. So the first rule, modesty rule, that I do not agree with is that I can never show my thighs. Never show thighs. So basically they're saying anytime you wear shorts or a skirt or a dress or rompers or leggings or whatever, a long t-shirt, whatever it is, it cannot show your thighs at all. So everything that you have has to be at your knee or lower. Actually, I have an assumption where they got this. There's some controversy over what God actually clothed Adam and Eve, I believe. And basically some resources say that Adam and Eve were clothed in tunics, or we don't know. That's basically what it is. God said, you know, there's foreskins that God covered Adam and Eve after they try to cover themselves with fig leaves, right? I've always said in my other modesty videos, like the rule of thumb is that the closer your clothes get to your private areas, as I said for females, there's 3 gems. The front gems, the 2 front gems, up and down, right? You guys catch my drift. And then the 1 gem in the back. Those should be covered 100%. My second rule, a modesty rule that I do not follow, and I believe females should not follow, is never being able to wear anything tight-fitted. Absolutely ridiculous. They call it two skin, right? Don't ever wear anything that's too skin, like too tight. At the end of the day, you know what I mean? It's like the whole point of porn and pornography is when you're actually showing your 3 gems on camera with nothing in between that, right? It's just full on skin. If we have clothing on top of our skin, I believe that's good enough. Put so much pressure on the woman to think like, no matter if she's in shape, if she's not in shape, if she's voluptuous, if she's not voluptuous, whatever the case is, it's making us feel like, oh, like I can never really, you know, wear something that's tight-fitted because people are going to stumble over my tight-fitted even though I am clothed. It's like, who made up these rules, right? Let's not even consider athletics, right? You know what I mean? Like, are we supposed to just have always loosey-goosey stuff? By the way, that can be a problem too, because if your shorts are too loose and you bend over to do some of the gym positions, they will see into your shorts. You will see everything, actually. But loose shorts though? No. You know what I mean? And then they're like, oh, that's why you're not supposed to show your thighs. So, you know, really long shorts. Like, that's so ugly, first of all. Second of all, it's like, come on, family. So my third modesty rule that I do not follow is that we can never wear makeup. Where in the Bible, first of all? Second of all, like, makeup is an accessory, okay? And so with makeup, for instance, first of all, back, if you go into Esther, if you read the book of Esther, my believers and my Christians, right? If you read the book of Esther, there was cosmetic treatments and beauty treatments that Esther and all the possible queens had to go through like 6 months to 12 months before they even saw King Xerxes. With beauty treatments and cosmetics and different things and using that as an accessory, we have all right, in my humble opinion, to use it as an accessory of what it is. Like, we could put it on, we cannot put it on, right? In terms of saying that I'm now not modest because I'm wearing some makeup, who made that rule up? What determines that? My modesty rule number 4 is that women can never wear jewelry. Don't know where they got this. Okay, and if we go back into a biblical context, biblical scripture, there is multiple times where we see God even adorning his beautiful females with jewelry, and males. Even if you go back to Ezekiel in 28, we see that God adorned Lucifer before iniquity was found in him. He had all the stones, all the crystals of bentonite and jasper and onyx and all these amazing stones that God actually adorned him in. So, and then here's another part in scripture where this is a story of Abraham, and Abraham was trying to find his son a wife, and so he sent his messenger off and to find a wife for his son. And when he found the wife for the son, when he actually knew it was her, he gifted her jewelry. So the fact that they say you can't wear jewelry, it's like, My fifth modesty rule is that we can never cut, dye, trim, bleach, braid, do dreads, or whatever to our hair. That our hair should just, we could just naturally grow it out and that's all. It's like, again, where do we get that? I know from the Old Testament, they had certain looks that the men had to look a certain way, but that was because God was trying to separate the Israelites from everybody else in the Old Testament. Now, if you're in the New Testament, as Christians, we do not follow, not saying that we throw it out because there's so much wisdom in discernment in the Old Testament that we could acquire today, but we can pick and choose basically in terms of what we want to follow from the Old Testament and what we don't, for the most part, because God, Jesus, fulfilled those Old Testament rulings. My number 6 is that you can never wear sleeves that go above your elbows. Okay, this is going back into clothes now, but like, do I even have to say anything? I don't think I really have to say anything. I mean, you can't wear sleeves above your elbows, fam. Come on. And if you want to do the debate, oh, God put you in Eve and Adam in a tunic. It's did that tunic have sleeves? Do we know if it didn't have sleeves? Was it short sleeves? Was it on the elbow? You know what I'm saying? No. So my number 7 is that a woman can never wear skirts or dresses or shorts above the knee. You're literally saying, oh, if you wear a skirt or whatever above your knee, maybe a few inches above your knee, automatically you're not modest and automatically you're heathen, automatically you're fast girl. My number 8 is that a woman cannot get piercings. In the New Testament, Jesus never said anything about piercings. Never. Not once. Not that I saw anyways. And so, hey, if you can see it, maybe leave a scripture below, but we could totally wear piercings, and having piercings and maybe multiple piercings or whatever the case is does not make you not modest, okay? Number 9 is that you can never wear shorts above the knee. Highly do not agree with that. I see older women usually following this, and I think a lot of these modesty tips are from older women. If they want to wear a short, they wear a longer shirt, which I think is absolutely super adorable and cute, and I love that. But I think that rule, it shouldn't be a rule, is what I'm saying. You know what I mean? If you're an older woman and you want to wear a shorter short, go ahead. I don't think there's anything wrong with wearing a shorter short, no matter what your age is. So my 10th is that you can never wear a top as a female. You can never wear a top and have a little bit of midriff showing. In terms of high-waisted pants and high-waisted shorts with a crop top that has maybe an inch or so of midriff showing, I think that's totally okay. What is that really making someone stumble? What's the difference between a little bit, an inch or so of midriff showing compared to your arm showing or your back showing or your shoulders showing? I don't think that's saying I'm not modest. I'm fast, I'm this, I'm that. I'm who's how though? You know what I mean? So my number 11 is that you can never wear a low-cut top. Now, I do want to clarify. I'm not talking about a low-cut top that you can see your cleavage. I'm just talking about for instance, if this top was lower where you can see the U shape, or it has more of a triangle or maybe a square shape or whatever the case is, but you could see this area of my chest area. I think that's totally okay. I really do, honestly. I don't think that's making anyone stumble at all. It's just the top upper chest area, and that has nothing to do with the cleavage, okay? So my number 12 is that a woman is not modest if she wears something that's see-through. Of course, and let me also put a disclaimer that if a woman is wearing something that's see-through, obviously she's wearing a tank top under that, right? Or she's wearing some sort of shirt under that, so it's a mesh type of look versus she's showing her bra, or if she's not even wearing a bra, lol. I don't think anyone would do that, in terms of being a believer or a Christian, especially not going into church, but they definitely shouldn't be doing that outside of church. But you get what I'm saying? I think that's absolutely absurd. A woman, you can wear different clothing that has a mesh or see-through, but of course always wear something under it. Don't go out there looking crazy. So my last and my 13 is that a woman can never wear fingernail polish. Fingernail polish, makeup, jewelry, all accessories, all of it. And God allows us to wear accessories. I have many different scriptures that I already told you that we can wear accessories, including jewelry, including makeup, including doing our hair, including all these different things, okay? Now, what I would like to say is that we have to make sure to not make it a vanity type of situation, or make it a idolizing situation where you're idolizing what you're looking like and you just this is better, and you're putting that over God. You're always 24/7 in the mirror just doing your thing or whatever, and you never in the Bible, you never praying for nobody, you never sitting at God's feet. You get what I'm saying? I hope this makes sense. So my final thoughts is going to be is that there might be some people that might have a biblical or scriptural reasoning foundation for how they have come up with these absolutely ridiculous, outrageous modesty rules. And I could only assume one of those would be Moses with the tabernacle and the priest. And then another one could be with Genesis in terms of saying that God clothed Adam and Eve in tunics. But again, there's controversy over that in terms of actually what they were actually clothed in. As women, rip that shame off you if you've been following these modesty rules. Showing your thigh or showing your elbows or wearing fingernail polish polish or having piercings, all these different things, I'm like, that is totally okay, 100%. And I would like to say, with your own personal convictions, wherever you fall in the mold, if that's what you're comfortable following, by all means follow that, because I think these modesty levels is a little bit too extreme for me, and I don't feel that I'm falling short. I don't feel that I'm stumbling in my faith because I have a mixture of different things that I wear. Again, if that's your own personal convictions, like you follow all that list, or maybe you don't follow any of that list, or maybe you're in between, like just follow what God is trying to do in your heart. Because the whole reason why I say I'm against these rules is because I don't want women to feel like they have to follow these rules or else they're not modest, and have that shame and that guilt and that heavy weight on them and that burden being like, oh, I have to do this and that, or else I'm trash, or I'm a Jezebel, or I'm just some sort of wicked promiscuous type of figure. It's like, that's not okay, because it's just not true. There's no biblical anything, no scriptural anything. So I'm rooting for you. Some of my women who might be looking at this video for the first time and like, okay, I'm willing to make that change, make sure you check out my other modesty videos, because it's going to help you a lot. I have some fashion looks in there, I have some things in there, definitions, scriptures to back everything up, and I think it will really help you to take your look to another level, to God's level. All right, everyone, that is it for me. Wherever you are in the world, feel free to like this video, share this video, subscribe to my channel. Make sure you hit that bell notification if you never want to miss a video from me. But that is it for me. I love you so much. God bless you, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye for now.